Welcome back, my friends. In this video, I want to talk about what I consider the Tocker's trial situation. And in the background, I'm going to show you how to get to all the 3 stars, all 6s, all 5s, plus 1,000,000 points. It's all there. I've explained the concept before, but I'll just run through it really quick right now. You're going to need 9 Conquerors. And look, here's the deal. If you don't have at least 2 Conqueror emblems by 1/7, hit escape, leave game, start over. Don't chase it. This is a game mode that is meant to be for fun. There's nothing wrong with leaving the game and starting over if you're not getting the build that you want. This isn't about challenging. There are no records to be kept. You're not losing LP. So just try to have fun with it and don't get frustrated if it isn't doing exactly what you want. By 1/8, you want to be up to 6 Conquerors. After that, you want to get to 9 as fast as possible, and that's going to depend on luck. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Leave game, start over. Okay, but that's really not what this video is about, but that's what I'm going to be showing in the background. I want to talk about this mode, what it is, what it could be, and where I think right now Riot is just absolutely missing an opportunity. Now, I know this mode is in workshop, so it's subject to change. It's right now, this moment as I'm recording this, not on the PBE, so I don't know if they're taking it out in the next week or two. I have no clue what their plans are with Tocker's trials. What I do know is that the current setup as it is, where you're facing the same enemies over and over, it works for a couple of days and then you generally get bored with it. I have only continued on for a little over a week because I had certain challenges that I wanted to do, especially once they came out with the 6 costs. I wanted to see if I could get a board full of the 3-star 6 cost. I wanted to get over 1,000,000 points, but once you've kind of done that, there's really no reason to log in. And that, I think, is a shame because this mode could be really fun if they made it more like a roguelike game. And I won't go into the random upgrade battlers, which is what I call them at home, but you know them as roguelike or roguelite. I am not a programmer or game designer. That's my kid's job in this house. That's his goal, and he's actually working on his own game right now. But I do know kind of what I say is just enough to be dangerous. And there is no reason at all that Riot couldn't work a lot of RNG into the enemy selection. It would be fairly easy for them to put together teams based on the pre-existing traits and best in slot items, and then randomly assemble together teams and placements on the board based on which champions they are, so that each time you load up Tocker's trials, it would be a fresh adventure. The problem with the first run of Tocker's trials is that there was one specific build, which was Vanguard Warwick, that would get you through both standard mode and chaos mode fairly easily. I did it a bunch of times. I had videos on it showing exactly how to do it. There were other builds that could work depending on how things went down. Same thing here. You can end up with a gold 3-star 6 cost if you go family scrap because you might get enough gold. But if you want to guarantee a board filled with all of the 3-star like legendary and whatever the 6 costs are called, what's above legendary, but all of those champs, you're gonna need to do this where you have giant piles of gold gathering up in the middle of the screen. And then if you want to maximize your score, in the previous run, you had to get a specific set of augments that allowed you to 3-star the 5-cost champs, then sell them back for more money than they ended up giving you because you ended up with 2 of them, and then you could continue rinse and repeat for as long as the game let you stay in it, which, as far as I'm told, it kicks you out after about 90 minutes. So you would have 90 minutes to just rack up your score to as high as you can. what I'm doing right now to rack up score, you get 1,000 points every time you achieve an additional star level. You don't have to get them up to 3 stars. You get no super bonus for that. So if you want to do it quickly, just keep 2-starring 4-cost champs, which is what I'm doing. I'm grabbing 2 of whatever, then rolling until I get the 3rd, sell it, and rinse, repeat. And I just want to get up to 1,000,000 points here, just because it was the last challenge I set for myself. But, and hear me out on this, if Tocker's Trial had an endless mode, or even if it was fixed but entirely random in how it was serving up your opponents, the scores would mean a lot more. All this is someone with time to hit the D key over and over again. And I could have done this. I think this game was 45 minutes total. I could have done this for another 45 minutes and probably gotten up to 1.5 to 1.7, maybe even 2 million. Who knows? Depends on luck, speed, whether the phone rings, or a bunch of other things going on. Riot, I hope you can make adjustments, because this could be a really fun game mode, especially for those of us who gave up on competitive TFT. But let's see how the damage battle ends. These are all the 3-cost 5s and 6s, and Mordekaiser actually ended up doing the most damage despite having 3-star 6 costs. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, have an absolutely awesome day.